The 3M company introduced a simple yellow pad of sticky paper that has earned it tens of millions of dollars. Those Post-it notes will stick to anything from refrigerators to magazines to hemlines, and they've become one of the 5 top-selling office products in the United States. Isn't this bizarre? Such a simple idea that any of us could have thought it up, right? But none of us did except 3M inventor Art Fry, and he joins us from his lab in St. Paul, Minnesota. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Art.
Where's the Frankenstein monster?
Well, yeah, it's like I got everybody hooked on something here.
Yeah. How did Post-its come to be?
Well, it's all started one morning in church choir, where I found that the little pieces of paper that I marked my music with were always falling out of the books. And so I thought, what I need is a better bookmark, something that will stick to the book and not fall out.
So how did you find a glue that would do that without ripping the pages of your hymnal?
Well, I knew about an adhesive that a colleague of mine, Spencer Silver, had developed that had very low tack. Hadn't worked very well for tapes and other things, but I thought maybe this would be just perfect for the bookmark. And so I made some samples. And it was in using one of these samples of a bookmark as a note that we found out that we had something a lot bigger than just a bookmark.
What was 3M's initial reaction to this? Did they think, wow, this is a great idea, we can make millions with it?
Oh, some people were enthusiastic, but a lot of people thought it was frivolous. You know, the world had gotten along all those years without a sticky note, and they thought it was perhaps not necessary. But the people that were using them really loved them.
So did you have much leverage then when you ultimately went to negotiate your deal for Post-its? If that was their attitude?
Well, what you do is you look for friendly faces and you steer clear of the people that can stop you. And we found enough friendly faces, and then we kept track of the use rate of how much people used. And when we could show that they were using lots of pads compared to how much tape that they were using, we had a good story.
So, how much money has 3M made on these things? I bet you know.
Well, no, you know, I really don't know. But what I do know is that they are in the top 5 best-selling items in the office.
What's the most bizarre use for one of these things you've heard about in the 10 years?
Well, I think about the case of the person who had a suit made out of them, or the wedding here. My son just got married the last weekend,
right,
and we decorated his car with Post-it notes instead of the usual shaving cream and stuff.
Hey, a lot cleaner.
So, easier to clean off, right? Are you a star in this business? Are you a star in this little inventing world? Do people say Art Fry? Whew. I mean, are you like the Michael Jackson within the inventing department at 3M?
Well, around 3M, Post-it notes are pretty well known, yes. But around 3M, I'm just another scientist too. Because Post-it notes have touched the lives of so many people all over the world. I've gotten to be a lot of publicity from that, and so a lot of people, yeah, know me.
You describe yourself as just another scientist. What's next on the horizon for you?
Well,
anything you can tell us about?
Well, have you seen the pop-up notes?
No.
These are new. They're really handy because I can be talking on the telephone with one hand and reach down, pull out a note, and start writing on it.
Wow.
We've got all sorts of nice shapes and sizes. Here's a heart note, you know.
Heart note, footnote. Yeah. Look, there's a footnote.
Art.
There's a footnote, right.
Art, thanks very much. Also, awfully nice visiting with you.
Thank you.
You've made America a better place to live.